Ted, this is your first video lesson. Let's just look at the swing first of all. Obviously, it's an excellent swing. There's just certain areas that you could refine just a bit that would improve your consistency. So you take away, it's all on plane. Get up here, good push off the lower body, comes down slightly inside, correct. Perfect position there, and exits in good position right there. So, looking at things to improve, let's start with the posture. See how your this tilt is on the order of 15 degrees. Adam Scott's on the order of 35 degrees, 38 degrees. See how he's more over? You're kind of sitting back like in the bar stool position, and the body angles are a little bit off. See how his spine angle to shaft angle is about 90 degrees. It's actually 103. Yours is 120 something there. Call it 120. So the closer you get this body angle to 90 degrees, the cleaner your lines will be, and easier to rotate around your shoulders and things like that. The idea is, well, you can see that this is a better situation. So now on the takeaway, see how the club is shut? Oops. Club is shut here, but yet your V is pretty good. It's straight up here. Look at Adam Scott. He takes away. See how it's toe up. If you get right there, it's toe up. You can't, but let's put it right here. So it's relatively toe up, and see how his V's are going the same direction as yours. So if the V's are going the same direction and the club face is shut here and kind of fanned or toe up here, it's all grip. So you're starting with too strong a grip. Now the problem is you have a strong right grip and kind of floppy, like it's not really a V, it's kind of like a U here, which makes it floppy at the top. No matter what this grip is on the right hand, it should match the left hand. Your left hand is like a neutral grip, or maybe even a strong, a weak grip, and your right one is so your wrists are working in opposition. So now, so you have to decide: do you want to get it to a point where it's a more neutral grip, less strong, that allow you to get it toe up, or there's probably 3% of the players that work with a really strong grip. Azinger, Zach Johnson, and they work the club up shut the entire time, but have to fight it. So I mean, if you decide you want to be a Zach Johnson or the 5%, it's going to require a lot of work and basically hold off the club as you come down to get around this shut club. You can't tell very much here, but the face of the club and your misses, the face of the club at the top is really shut about like that. This case, it may be only shut that much. In reality, it should look like Adam Scott's. See how that's the leading edge, and it matches his arm, matches the swing plane. yours doesn't match anything. And you pointed out correctly that has a lot to do with the wrist, but it's basically the grip. So decision number one is, do you want to fix the grip, which will fix this being shut, or do you want to live with it? And if you're in the 5%, they have to practice way longer than Adam Scott's to protect against that shut club face. So that's decision number one. Actually, decision number one is posture. Get it more bent over like this. I've sent you off your driver posture, and it's more significant. You're basically straight up. I'll give you a hard copy of that. But so decision number one is, do you want to improve your posture and body lines? Number two is grip, like that. So big decisions, and you just have to make them. Let's get back to the swing. So other than that, the swing comes back. Those are the two areas of improvement. You're right. So you're shut here. Now you're fighting having to go too steep because of the shut club face. Good shoulder tilt. A lot of things good here. Now see, right here it's starting to crawl across the line, right? Adam Scott's at this pose, the shaft is going back here. That's kind of on plane. This is across the line. So now you have to work at coming down. See how the club here's the club face. Go different. Here's the club face. Middle of the club face is right here. Okay, as you start down, it goes up. Now it starts going away. At this point, it's too steep. It's outside the ball. See, if you trace this down, it's too steep. Now you've done a good. You made it. This is too steep, right? Because it's now going inside the ball. At some point, you have to flatten it out in the middle of your swing. Now you flatten it out, and it's right on plane. It's a good push off with the lower body. And then, because it's too steep, you end up having to flip at it at the bottom. All this other stuff is pretty good. So that's the next thing, is you're getting it across the line, and on the way down a little steep. Now, the most glaring problem, which I believe is causing a lot of inconsistency, is see how. Watch the lower body action. It should be against this back wall. One of your cheeks should be against that back wall the entire time. This is perfect. That right cheek is against the back wall. It matches Scott here. See how this thing's all kind of cramped in here, and his is not. But anyway, back to the hips. So as you start down, you'll be pulling away from this wall. See, at this point, you're like 2.5 inches away from the wall. So your belt buckle is going towards the ball. Look at Adam Scott. He's turning in a barrel. His right cheek's against the back wall. Now his left cheek is. And that allows him to chase it. See at this point? Now what happens with yours, and I'll show you from the other angle, is your club goes ripping back inside, and see how he chases it? Obviously more consistency, because he's right going down the line, and you're going down the line, but you're going to see it just disappears. The club moves back inside, and he comes out. See, he never really leaves that thing. You leave it a lot. Major cause of inconsistency. looking at the other angle. Okay. Okay, from this angle. Oops, got the wrong guy here. Sorry. Sorry about that momentary blackout, but so here you come up like this. Really good at the top. See these lean away angles? It's really good. This push off is really good. All this is good. You've actually increased lag. That's why you get so much distance. Lower body action is good, but watch the club head. See how the club head passes your hands? So the bottom of the swing is more like a V. See, it comes down pretty steep and up steep. Watch this swing. It's more like a U at the bottom. See this? U. See, the club never passes his hands. So you got to flip at this. Now, the good news is that that little flip is providing you more distance. The bad news is it introduces a lot more of inconsistency with respect to direction. See this? So what you have to do is, and here's how it comes. I mean, your hips are out of the way, it looks like, but what happens is your right shoulder kind of stalls out. So you come in here, this all looks good. Now watch this. The shoulder comes in. See, it kind of stalls out. Now watch his right shoulder. As it comes down, it keeps moving. I'll just give a little slow motion to this thing. See that right shoulder move through? Watch yours. See it just kind of stalls out. So you really have to work on releasing that right shoulder through impact, because we want to get you to that position instead of this position. But I'm saying take care of the hip problem and the other issues, and I believe this will disappear. So let's not focus on the problem with this position. Here it is here, right? Oops. Here. He's here. So let's not focus on this. Let's take care of the grip, stance, the position at the top, and I believe the rest of the stuff will take care of itself.